I'm here.
Fargod cult under investigation. The Federal Intelligence Agency has launched an investigation into the Fargod cult. Several members of the sect have been arrested for interrogation. Senior Agent Mika Whitefield of the FIA released this statement. Given the organization's proclaimed interest in the Thargoids, it is vital that we confirm they are not in contact with Thargoid forces, or being influenced by them. The FIA is working with local security agencies across many systems to ascertain the truth. The Rewired News Service has broadcast footage of armed federal troops forcing their way into the cult's hive chapels and dragging cult members into armored vehicles. There was no sign of resistance from the Fargod adherents. Other video feeds show groups of citizens trying to shield the Fargod worshippers, while rival groups can be seen cheering on the soldiers. Juanita Bishop, who runs a campaign against the Fargod sect, told the media, "We knew these foul cultists were Thargoid spies. Now we're going to be proved correct. They should have been rounded up and executed weeks ago." Aranbara Hun Purple Creative Campaign. Aranbara Hun Purple Creative, an independent organization based in the Aranbara Hun system, has announced plans to build a massive cargo ship to transport goods out of the booming system. In support of this goal, Aranbara Hun Purple Creative has placed an open order for various commodities, and has promised to reward pilots who deliver these commodities to Barnes Terminal in the Aranbara Hun system. The organization has also placed a kill order on all ships on its wanted list, to ensure that those contributing commodities to the campaign can do so safely. The campaign begins on the 2nd of August 3304 and will run for 1 week. If the final target is met earlier than planned, the campaign will end immediately. Alliance Initiative concludes. The Alliance has announced that its appeal for mined resources has reached a successful conclusion, having received an overwhelming response from the galactic community. Huge quantities of raw material were delivered to California Gateway over the past week, which will be used to construct an Ocellus starport in the MEL-22, Sector GMVC-28 system. With the campaign at an end, Alliance official Torvin Dast issued the following statement. "We are grateful for the efforts made by those pilots who helped bring this initiative to fruition. Construction of this starport will make the long journey to the California Nebula safer for traders and colonists alike. Construction of the new starport is expected to begin soon. Pilots who contributed to the initiative can now collect their rewards from California Gateway and the Sinufai EBR C75 system." Riri.
Hello everybody, Mr. Moo here in the cockpit, here in Elite Dangerous, here in the Harang system.
And amazingly, no, I didn't have to go flying till, you know, to the ass end of space to get here. No, I'm at Harang A1, just 15 light seconds from the beacon, because I need to pick up some ruthenium, and it turns out they've got a good supply here. Shoutouts! Hello to Sniper Man, Vox, Commander Varad, Ghost Tracker, Marino Twine. I think that's everybody here. And, yeah, so... Oh, had a plan where I was going to go do some engineering, had a plan where I was going to go down memory lane and go to the places I used to fly around and hang out. And instead, no, we got to go to the Adensu system because we are radioactive hot there. Necker. Please tell me how to pronounce that. Is it with a hard C or with kind of an S sound to it? Anyway, hey. Oh, apologies. Oh, I was all set. I was just getting ready to get some shield mods. Nacer, gotcha. Nacer. I was close then on Nacer, gotcha. Thank you. Sorry, I should have picked it up the first time. I'm all over the place. I was just getting ready to do some engineering. And then I find out, you know, over on the Discord, well, crap. The Adensu system is super hot, and we've got to actually cool it down a little bit. So, we're going to be swapping out. Internet names are hard to pronounce sometimes. Real-world names are hard to pronounce sometimes. But, one tries. Set a course for home.
Stellar cartography.
No, really, Eli. Ghost, ever since I did that mass data drop, has Air Entry Alliance actually been stable for longer than a couple of days? No. Gear up.
Retracting landing module.
So we're going to be doing some, maybe under the radar commodities trading. We'll find out here. So there are ways to cool off a system that you control. One of them is through smuggling.
Jumping to next system.
Remember, kids, crime doesn't pay unless you're very talented at it.
Interstellar travel mode engaging now. All systems check out. No unusual activity.
This is how you make a faction do so well it's exploding. I mean, if we were in a truly unpopulated corner of space, this would be great. But we've got Royal Phoenix Corporation now, who I've not been able to make any contact with. Really, Royal Phoenix, if there's any members watching or anybody that knows how to get a hold of them, you know, do I contact them on Inara? Do they have a Discord? Do I shine a signal in the sky? What do I do? You know, do I get it? Do I have a red phone underneath a little glass, you know, cake tray? Gummy, thank you so much for the 5 bits. Welcome aboard. What's the good word? So no, I was going to do some modding on the Grey Ghost. I was going to turn the shields from, they were still going to be thermal resistant, but instead of doing fast recharge, I was going to be doing multi-weave. See what that's doing. Small friend or family group, they did like a 10-day inactive mid-July, kind of like they were away on vacation. Alright, well. That's an interesting word, alright. Well, guess we see what we can do with that, Virad. Worst comes to worst, we just, I guess we bully. Or at the very least, gently push. Multi-weave is way better than fast charge. I shall keep that in mind. Because I may swap that out on the Taurus.
Access granted. Adjust heading for approach to pad 3-5.
Copy, tower. Pad left, 3-5. Pad left, 3-5.
9 o'clock immediate.
Gear down.
Landing gear already deployed.
Security surveillance
All right,
is in
then.
effect at the facility at all times. Any acts of aggression will be met with an appropriate response.
Okay, so. Refreshing myself on smuggling here. Kruvasho, Ahemez, and Rita Sector KC-VC2-20. Right, okay. Stations. Stations. Let's see here. System, so we're looking for the Adensu system. Here, let me just pull this up real quick. Okay, so we're looking for the Adensu system. Go there. Barrios Horizons. Okay, prohibited. Narcotics, combat stabilizers, imperial slaves, regular slaves, personal weapons, battle weapons. Okay, personal weapons and battle weapons, I know for a fact, are sold at Kaleri. Kaleri Port. Personal weapons and battle weapons. All right. Nacer got a bigger desk in the form of a marble block. That's an interesting desk. At the same time, that'd be very cool, wouldn't it? Okay, a supply of 6 out at All right. Okay, we got an idea then. We're going to, let's see here. Master 10. 1 second here. Okay, yeah, we want to switch over to something that's good at smuggling. As luck would have it, I've got a ship that's good at smuggling. Oh, let's check on the group, because I know somebody was looking to hop into the group earlier. Nope, alright, still good. I mean, a big chunk of marble, it's nice. I mean, it's not mahogany, but... mahogany. Hello. Master 10, hey, sup? Your laptop is unable to heat up anymore. Sweet. You're up.
Landing gear
zone
out.
disengaged. Watch for oncoming traffic when passing through the airlock.
Not only is it nigh indestructible, but it can bend the fabric of the universe! Also, very fine material. Very expensive. Ah, yeah, Master 10, we are... I was gonna do some engineering flying out to around the old haunting grounds, like, oh boy, the Sinan system, Ambiri. That's off in the direction of where I need to get my shields boosted anyway. And then I found out that we are, like, closing in on expansion in Adensu, and we gotta cool that down. So, yeah. Because for those unfamiliar with the background simulation, you can expand too much. And you don't want to go expanding into somebody else's territory. That's just rude. It's like building an extension onto your house, but knocking down the neighbor's fence to do it and building on their land.
Interstellar
Dazzy Star.
velocity at maximum.
Hope you're having a good one. How's your day going? Ghost, that wasn't you, not in this
Hull
case.
integrity is within limits. All other systems are at
The new player group is going to cause problems. They're enthusiastic. They are hard to get a hold of. Yeah, it might be a little... Like I was saying, if anybody knows how to get into contact with Royal Phoenix Corporation, yeah, if somebody knows how to get a hold of them, Smoke Signals, Inara, Discord, Bat Signal, whatever. Good until I lost an expensive ship. That's, yeah, that's no bueno. Engines. All right, Sniper Man, take care. Have a good one. And, yeah. Nacer, I like it. Put some nuts into a human skull, rattle it around at 3 a.m. into the sky. Park a ship and open in front of their station named Contact the Errantry Alliance. Good. Master 10 tried running Combat Zone solo, got 2 rebuys. That's not what you want. Yeah, we can, tell you what, a little bit later we'll, you know, after the show. Because, as far as I know it's the weekend, I don't think I'm that crazy. Yeah, good, it's Friday. I haven't lost my sense of time. I'm not mad, you're the crazy one. So yeah, this weekend it's probably going to be Combat Zones and... Well, I don't know if we need Combat Zones anymore. I'm looking at the influence map right now and it's like, holy crap. We just pulled away from them. I mean, they're down to like 2%, 1%. The faction we're at war with may actually end up getting kicked out of the system. Oops. Let's see here. You have information which might not be good news. Oh dear. You need them for Briss Decker. Okay, I gotcha. Alright, what's the bad news, Ghost? What's up? Yeah, Kutnal is low population. Now, that... I don't exactly know what the, RPC is linked to Royal Phoenix Security Group. Right, that's who I've been trying to contact. Primarily Russian player group that seems to talk big about security. Well... I mean, I was looking at their, Inara page, and they don't seem to be that big. I realized that That's Inara is not an indicator of actual group size. Well, may have to go talk to the Guardians of Harmony about this. Ah, politicking. 6 members registered, 34 ships. Well, yeah, you can get 34 ships out of 6 people pretty easily. I mean, I've got 31. Maybe 32 now, not sure. I've lost track of the number of ships I have. Gear down.
The gear is down and locked.
Greetings to all visitors. Please alight as your assigned pad. Alight as your assigned pad. And
Well, duh, it's not going to show.
this facility.
Ignore me, Ghost. I'm just, I'm being silly and dumb. I don't know if that's a good thing. Well, I'm not going to be knocked back to the starting Sidewinder anytime soon. I know that.
Confirmed. Ground crew dispatched. Civil unrest is right in this area, Commander. Please be careful.
This is an important announcement. Security surveillance is in effect at the facility at all times. Any act of aggression will be met with an appropriate response.
Battle weapons. They've got a supply, and, well, that's big enough.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
High demand for other weapons, so it looks like we may have to go elsewhere to supply.
Detachment confirmed. Depart safely from the station.
Gear up.
Gear coming up.
Interesting. Alright.
Please expedite crossing. Heavy traffic detected.
Well, at the moment, we,
All clear.
they're going to have a slightly different problem going on in Aritas sector.
Jumping to next system. Frame shift now engaged. No anomalies detected. Exit destination confirmed. Arrival in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So, weekend plans for me now include a strategy session with the rest of the command staff. How's everybody else's weekend plans going? Ah, the Bloody Whisper. Let me guess. Yeah, and that may require a different strategy entirely. Well, we may move the chat then, at least in
Leaving
this
system.
case. At least in this case for Nacer and Master. We may pop it over to the briefing room rather than the command staff channel. We'll see.
Key systems are at
Ghost
optimal
already has a
levels.
roadmap.
Ready
Well done.
for
Good
exit
planning.
now.
Good planning. Grislago, hey, what's up? And yeah, Nacer, even if we don't, I'll at least throw some of the relevant background simulation information your way. The rest of the command staff may say, nah, we gotta keep this quiet. So I probably shouldn't be discussing this even, live. Ah, well. But no, we'll get something figured out, and we'll run we can run a seminar or stuff talking about background sim. It gets complicated in a hurry. Sanson was saying he's got something that looks like a wall of crazy up on his, by his computer. He's just got a board with a bunch of lines connecting everything. The spreadsheets he can make for background sim and power play are insane. Oh, I believe it. When I started this group out, I just thought, hey, we'll have the Narvert system. We might expand a little bit. And then things took off. You may have a command staff, but as the undisputed monarch, oh god, no, I don't want to be a monarch. I don't want to be an autarch, monarch, chief of staff, prime minister, whatever. Grislago, Adensu is suddenly got bumped from, we were sitting at like 60%. Right now it's sitting at closer to 75%. And at 75% you trigger an expansion state. Well, we don't want... Oh, crap. Don't mind me. Well, they still haven't scanned me. This is what I get for flying or talking instead of flying. Whoops.
Heatsink deployed.
Approval granted. Plot route for approach to landing pad 3-3.
Right, let's try that again. Massive parking violation, and they still can't see me, thank goodness.
Heatsink deployed.
They got it close to about 300 meters if they want to scan me.
Thermal signature restored.
Yeah, rookie mistake. Oh, everybody. Yeah, this is one of those rookie mistakes that stays with you long past rookie. Alright, let's pay our fine for that before we... Oh, rookie mistake. Yeah, I just got...
Welcome to the station, Commander.
So here I am, carrying 132 tons of very illegal weaponry into the station. And I get a moving violation. Most times I would end up on the evening news for a situation like that under stupid criminal tricks. Alright, let's bump some influence for other factions here, see what we can get. Planetary scan job, what are you offering? Not offering much in the way of influence. Mining. Methanol monohydrate. High influence, but mining ice. Shielded FSD reduces thermal load? Yes, it does. I'm not sure how much it I mean, it reduces for... I don't know how much it reduces in real space, just when you're flying in passive mode. Reputation, influence, destination, Kutnal, high influence, boom data, covert economic acquisition, liberate clothing, rep, assassinate, rep. Civil War service scan mission, nothing really. Does nobody need high inf? Let's just move over to influence here. Massacre, blah. No. Boom, data delivery to Kutnal, 7370. Again, high inf, but, well, 7370. Oh, but it's Cube McDowell ring. Distance, 135,000 light seconds. There is not enough nope in the universe. Legion of One, good morning. How are you doing this fine day? Right, we gotta go back and find some more stuff to smuggle is what we gotta do. How big a supply? That is not a big supply. That's not a big supply. A Kant's looks like it could be a decent supply. Combat stabilizers. Let's check the other stuff. Bootleg liquor, landmines. What's the value on that? That's not so great. Nah. Looks like the battle weapons are the good things to be using. Jumpy, hello! Yes, Grislago. Smuggling undermines the influence of the faction in charge of a system. Sanson 07, a little late, but here, no problem. No problem. We're just trying to cool down a Densu a little bit here. Like I said in the staff hangout, we may need to rethink Aretus a little bit. Okay, so yeah, it looks like our best target here is going to be the Akant system. Galaxy map.
Galaxy map.
Who, me? I'm doing great. Legion of One, 2000 out from Jameson Memorial, finding some nice unscanned systems. Nice. Very nice. Okay, Akant, Pranav Antal. You know... this looks like a job for a different ship. Let's see, where are my ships stored at here? I've got... Alright, yep, it's gonna be at Narvard. This is nice for smuggling. We need to cool things off a little bit faster, so we're gonna up the volume a little bit. A little bit slower, a little bit less stealthy, but it'll carry a whole lot more cargo.
All clear. Have a good flight, Commander.
Today I culminated a serious find in Akant and almost got my butt kicked by the police because planetary scans. Yes. Planetary scans can be a little, hold on. to say.
Hyperspace.
Hazardous to your
Checking
legal
systems
health.
Now. Complete. Exit destination confirmed. Arrival in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Crime and Punishment 3.0 is perfect. No need to change it. Yes. Terlock 07. Hope everybody's got a good weekend going. With shielded FSD, can I use other blueprints to jump a tier on that, or do I have to progress through? No. You cannot jump a tier. If you have a shielded FSD and you're working on that blueprint, then the other stuff does not boost. At least not as far as I know. Tierlock, what's the plan today? The plan today is cooling down Adensu. Because it is on fire again, thanks to, if I had to make a guess, our new neighbors coming in and running missions to Adensu from Aretas sector. Damn it, I ran out of zinc. Well, go to a mat trader. It's not like they're hard to find. You got iron, you can get zinc. You got nickel, you can get zinc. You got zinc, you can get more zinc. Got polonium? Oh, that's a ton of zinc. How they convert polonium to zinc, I have no idea. Maybe it's just like somebody saying, maybe it's not a conversion. Maybe it's just straight up trading. I guess that'd make more sense. What can we do to help cool down Adensu? Run missions for everybody but errantry and try to run the higher influence stuff. They transmute it? Well, okay, yes, you could do that, but if you had a particle accelerator capable of turning polonium into zinc, I would be very interested in that technology. That was a very fast launch. That's a good one, Jumpy. Touchdown doing planetary scan, waiting in the system, wanted in the system. The moment you sat down, they started scanning you, and that was the fastest restart you've ever done.
Please reduce your speed, Commander.
Cleaning, so much cleaning. Yes, I'm familiar with this. Oh, believe me, I am painfully aware this is not the universe of Full Metal Alchemist. Otherwise, I'd be able to get materials easier. Sierra Bravo 1, greetings!
Landing successful. Commence system shutdown.
When maneuvering your ship inside the docking bay.
Alright. Big problems call for bigger solutions. Lights on?
On.
Nacer, if you have... Oh, what is it? I forget which utility it is. I want to say it's G19's Elite utility. It has pseudo space traffic control that you can listen to while you're flying. I would do it more, but it tends to overlap with, you know, me when I'm trying to talk. Yeah, you can be in Super Cruise and you'll hear basically like Narvert Control, Narvert Space Traffic Control talking to all ships, and ships requesting clearance to jump to other systems, and ships jumping in. I mean, it's asked me to squawk transponder codes too from time to time. Of course, I don't have anything I can squawk, but it's still neat. I suppose I could honk the horn
Hull
at them.
integrity is within limits. All other systems are at normal levels.
Been reading about obscure beliefs in our stars, got into the hollow moon theory. What do these people eat? Moldy green cheese. Squawk 2204. Wham. Yeah, here's the link to it on the
Now
forums.
engaged. No anomalies detected. Confirming exit point telemetry. Stand by.
Okay, Loveless Terminal. 700 light seconds, not too horrible. iMage. Polonium 84 isn't that far from Zinc 70. And hi, Dave at the NSA. Oh, you've got Dave? We've got Frank. By the way, hi, Frank. Been a while. And now the feds are launching a crackdown on the Thargoid cult. Oh, this is just gonna lead to... This is gonna be Charlie dancing a foxtrot everywhere. Excuse me. Frank and Dave have cookouts on the weekend. Gotcha. Yeah, we're not clear to know what's cooking or what they're cooking with. Also, something interesting I saw in the news. Nacer, holy crap, this is the greatest thing. Glad you enjoy it. No, one of the, what did I see? There was a, Air Force base in Greenland had a meteorite explode over it. And they're like, you guys hear something? And also, Nacer, it has a orrery. If you go in and check on that, which gets added in if you're tied into like EDSM or EDDB or if you can contribute data, and if you don't have if it doesn't have the data on that star system, as you scan, it will fill in the orrery. Greenland, where elves come from. And Iceland, land of elvish impersonators.
Deleste, Kilo, Yankee, Lima. Request docking permission prior to touching down. Access permitted. Set course for landing pad 08.
Pad left, 8.
1 o'clock far.
I need a backup beeper on this thing.
Landing completed. Ground crew dispatched. Enjoy your stay with us.
Okay. And just as I take a drink, Sierra Bravo 1 says the obvious. Slightly unknown fact, there is no way to make clothing but by hand. Oh, really now? Battle weapons. 854 tons. Well, better than nothing, and there's personal weapons here too, so we can make a few trips here.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
Just a little under double my previous, excuse me, under my previous cargo load, so yeah. Alright, and only 2 jumps, so yeah, this is a little bit better than the, excuse me, a little bit better than using the Challenger.
Slow down and maintain a reasonable distance from other ships inside this dock.
Legion of 1, 107 jumps. Well, best get to it. Gear up.
Retracting
Docking
docking.
coupler disengaged. Depart safely.
Crocs aren't clothing. Crocs are an abomination.
All clear. Have a good flight, Commander.
So now we're smuggling in the
Leaving
Outrunner,
system.
which is originally what I built this ship for. And then stations ended up on fire, people screaming, panic. You know, things that get out of the way.
Key systems are at optimal levels, readying for exit now.
So let's see if we can actually dock at the station this time without, you know, forgetting to request docking.
Jumping to the next system.
I take it the war isn't going well? Oh, the war is going great. The
Interstellar
war in
travel mode engaging now.
couldn't be better. Unfortunately, Adensu seems to have somehow heated up.
Key systems are at optimal levels.
So if you ever wanted to see the Elite Dangerous version of Buster Keaton, this is the place to be. Currently scanning under the galactic plane. Must be a hell of a view if I had to make a guess. Buster, we hardly knew her. Easy but well played. Also, funny thing, I was watching commentary on The Last Jedi, and they talked about how, you know, they put in... BB-8 was basically, you know, one, you wanted to see what an astromech droid could do inside an X-Wing when it's actually fixing things inside. And two, well, yeah, BB-8 was Buster Keaton in droid form. Which I can appreciate. Then again, you know, the classics. Kind of eerie. I'm definitely being watched. Okay, is that the space paranoia talking, or is there another ship around?
Delay Kilo Yankee Lima. Permission is required before docking procedures can begin, Commander.
Silent running.
Access permitted. Plot route for approach to landing pad.
Pad 15.
9 o'clock far.
Heat sink deployed.
Gear down.
Gear down and slowing.
Thermal signature restored.
There are speed restrictions in this area.
Yes, I'm sure there are, Tower. You keep on monitoring.
Permission. Please exit the facility immediately.
Hey guys, your guns are here.
Contact confirmed. Engaging docking restraints. Station facilities are at your disposal.
This is a message to all commanders. Please reduce your speed when maneuvering your ship inside the docking bay.
Mr. Headsworth, I may have gone and bought that Thrustmaster. Oh, may or may not, huh? How are you enjoying it? I really wish they could have picked a different name, though, because I just bought the Thrustmaster. How are you enjoying it? Does sound so hilariously unfortunate. 2,000 light seconds, I'll take it. Bromolite, no. 128,000 light seconds, I think not. 7, I'll take that.
Interest in smooth traffic flow within the docking bay. We request that pilots avoid blocking access to docking pads.
Sanguogen, well, that's not too horrible. Black box salvage operation prohibited. Interesting. Interesting.
This facility offers a range of services. Check your information panel after docking for more details.
Mickey Chur, I use my Thrustmaster daily. It gives me great pleasure. Oh dear. We're going to have a TOS violation here before too long, aren't we? Eisenstein settlement, right, okay. The Didic. We're just going to be flying around everywhere trying to cool stuff off.
While in and around the sun. Thank you for your cooperation.
That's all Civil War stuff. That's not going to help us out much. All right. Well, might be some passenger. Good point.
Who has disturbed my...
Hey, best buddy.
Oh, it's you.
07.
Warataw, thank you so much for the Twitch sub. 3 months. Thank you so much. Greatly appreciated.
All commanders to this facility.
That's a thing to come back to. Yeah.
Within the allocated time.
Welcome to the show, Wartaw. Boy, did you pick a time. Actually, let's have a look here, just out of silly curiosity.
This is a flight regulations reminder. Please do not obstruct the access corridor during arrival.
Because a lot of the passenger missions are now requiring... Yeah, let's check the influence here. That's reputation. Influence. Well, that's going out to Celestial Gem. That's only, what, 2,200 light years away. Sightseeing mission to 72, 243, 224. Nope. 88 and 224. I mean, high influence, yes, but there's no more bulk passenger missions. Not really, not what I can see. 21 people, and that's not even a high influence. 54 tourists. It's reputation. The ammonia rings. That's only. Oh, that's only a 2,000 light year. Sorry, 4,000 light year round trip.
This facility offers a range of services. Check your information panel after docking for more details.
18 politicians, high influence, finally, but that is also, I don't have the rep with them, because of course I don't. 42 refugees. Rip. Rip rep.
We advise that all commanders be aware of their speed while in and around the starport.
And I got a feeling, with this much influence stuff I'm hauling around, we're going to need something a little bit more capable of self-defense because, well, it's not like we're hauling any kind of cargo around. Gear up.
Gear coming up.
So let's make a quick stop back at Narvert and get something a little bit more capable of self-defense. Able to actually land at stations without auto-dock now. Oh! Well done. Yeah, it's... When you switch over to a control setup like that, it really is... I mean, I flew X-Wing with mouse and keyboard for ages, flew TIE Fighter the same. Then I got an actual stick, and this is back in the dark times. I was like, I am the greatest pilot who ever lived!
Goodbye, Commander.
I remember the Pip Wars, brutal and unforgiving they were. Pips
Adjusting for
scattered
jump.
across the battlefield. Ah, yes. The Pips and the Bits.
Scanning for anomalies. None detected.
It actually looks almost graceful unless I can't see my landing dock. Well, that is a bit of a problem. Wonder what he'd do if he did find an anomaly. 50-50. One, he would notify of me and panic. Two, he would try to steer me into it without telling me it was one. I'd give even odds on either one. Yeah, Tirlock, I was talking in Yamek's chat during his stream. You know, back in the dark days when I flew Elite, and it took months to get any kind of... It took me something like 4 months to get an Asp Explorer. And then... You know, then there was no route plotting. There was no winging up. Galnet was a string and 2 tin cans. Had to plot a route uphill both ways in the snow, and we liked it! We didn't know any better. Yeah, that sounds popcorn-worthy, Sierra. My god, people just lose their damn minds. I like to pretend I have a relatively graceful approach in landing, albeit I forget that my ships turn a lot faster than I give them credit for. Why yes, the first time and the last time. Yeah, I flew to Hutton. Gear down.
The gear is down and locked.
Oh, Hutton was a damn... Yeah, I'm never flying there again unless there actually is a free ship waiting for me.
Access is bidirectional. Please keep the airlock clear at all times. Thank you.
Alright, so now we're a glorified courier in a, well... What do I want to say? This is basically making a Formula 1 tank. Okay, so Mr. Headsworth, you're going to be occupied for the rest of the stream. Nope, 0.22 light years in Super Cruise. First time I took that mission, and the last time I took that mission, it was about, 7 o'clock in the evening. Gear up. 7 o'clock in the evening, and I went and got my, saw that I was going to Hutton because I took the mission by accident as well. Oops. Let's see here. First stop is going to be 5881. So I was like, okay, screw it. Went and got the oil change in the car, came back. Because, yes, I can change oil. However, the apartment management doesn't exactly like it. So went, got the oil changed, came back, saw it where I was, went to the grocery store, did the shopping for the week, came home, saw the time, loaded up Borderlands 2, and got Krieg from level 1 to level 10. Then, exited Borderlands. Elite was still running in the background. Then I had another, 20 minutes. I said change the oil, not hit the car with a frag cannon.
Optimal levels, readying for exit.
Flew with a wing of crates to Hutton. Alright. Well, at least you could dock there, so there is that. Just flew one of the system's stars. Yeah, that still happens. Let me guess, dropping out of hyperspace? Well, you were still in a hyperspace tunnel, is how I'm going to explain it, and you were actually protected somewhat, maybe, sorta, I don't know. Once got thrown through a star and into the next one's exclusion zone, yeah. Somewhere up on my YouTube channel, or I may still have it on private because reasons. I've got video of me flying through a B-class star and being... actually flying through the B-class and seeing two more very large stars right in front of me. And yeah, there was a bit of language involved. Let's see here. Horridman 18. Just got myself a Chieftain. My first actual ship went from a Viper 4 to the Alliance Chieftain. Enjoy! It's a good ship. I mean, even if you don't max out everything on it armor-wise, or whatever, I mean, you can still... Oh no, there was... Nacer, there were words. There were lots of pointy words. No, you can fit a fuel scoop on this thing. It will take you anywhere. And murder the hell out of anything when you get there. Amazingly, nobody's tried to interdict me yet. I thought somebody was going to grab me for all the data I was holding. And we're gonna overshoot. We're gonna overspeed. Yeah, you came to the right place. I pretty much main my Chieftain when I can. It is my daily driver. I've got a lot more armor on it than, well, than is strictly necessary because I don't take on wing assassinations anymore. Seriously, Frontier, risk v reward, look it up. I could stick a fuel scoop on this thing, I could stick a good cargo bay on this thing. Chieftain and Challenger are both good ships, yeah. I mean, once I figured out what I wanted to do with my Challenger, then it turned into a really good ship. I mean, personal preference, I don't like shield cell banks. And Horridman 18, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the crew.
Permission authorized. Cleared for landing on pad 0.
Gear down.
Deploying landing modules.
Made my Challenger a stealth combat ship. Yeah, when I figured out finally what I wanted to do with that, I mean, stealth combat is really good in the Chally, I think. Firecats, just got my first Conda. Grats. You have successfully purchased a hole in which you can shovel large amounts of money. Much like a real-world boat owner, actually. Mr. Headsworth, I think the planet I need to go to is inside a star. No, it's close. Well, it's not insanely close, you're just insanely far away. Galaxy map.
Galaxy map.
You ever do, like, wings with followers? Every once in a while. I certainly do it off-stream when I'm, you know, just newting around with people. on stream I just tend to be a little bit, since I'm so damn random. I mean, I had plans today, and if I'd told anybody, if I'd been setting up for multi-crew or a wing today, I would have said, hey, we're gonna go flying around. You know, hey, we're gonna go flying around to here. We're gonna boost, you know, do some engineering on shields, kind of go around to where I, you know, used to hang out. And then about 10 minutes before the stream starts, I see, well, crap.
Starport restrictions lifted. Goodbye, Commander.
Sierra, I like that answer. So no, I'm just
leaving system.
Let's see here. Will system nav beacon tell me where all the planets and stations are? Yes, it will.
Hyperspace
yes, it will.
velocity reached.
How come Thargoids went from harassing Farseer to harassing my local space? They harass everybody. They're Thargoids.
Engaging exit protocol.
You must have an Aegis station or a hidden Aegis station around. Oh, here we go. Ah, damn it. Time bonus? Wanted something fun. But yeah, I started off going, hey, we're gonna smuggle for, you know, a Densu, and then I'm like, well, maybe we should do data hauling. Well, so I started off in my Challenger, moved on to my Python, back here in the Chieftain. No, it's not that I don't stream with other people, usually, because I don't want to piss them off. Jumping around everywhere, it's like, where the hell's he going now? You know. Places, things. Had a dream I was the commander in the game, just woke up in my ship and the station was destroyed by Thargoids. Deep, that's all, folks. Did you take part in the Salome initiative? I did. Kind of. The Allied Fleet Command was... I could see the cracks, and it was like... I could see it a few days before the event, and I was like, you know what? This is gonna turn into a mess. I ain't touching this shit with a 10-foot shit-touching pole. Do I know who the 3 pilots were? No, I don't. Well, kinda. I mean, I know who the 3 pilots were from, you know, from reading the Galnet stuff. You know what? I'm pointing at the wrong place. I was pointing at a ship. I should be pointing at a station if I want to land at a station. Don't fly distracted, people. It's bad for you. Also, don't spray fire distracted. It's bad for other people.
Okay.
Somebody's sleeping in my bed.
Power plant capacity exceeded.
Excuse me. Johnny, my friend, you're gonna have a very bad day.
Target shields offline. Target destroyed.
Fine.
I'm sorry, does somebody else want my parking spot now? That's better. Gear down.
Gear down.
Oh, that's neat, Sierra. I like that. So I knew who the characters were, I didn't know who the actual pilots were. That's neat. Frag cannons are good for shields in hull. Yes, they are. Why is my portrait all scrambled? Ah, must be from the fine, because it looks good now. Anyway, boom data delivery, high influence. Galaxy map.
Galaxy map.
Oh, neat. Alright, thanks, Ghost. Thanks for confirming that. And then we'll go to here, to Sanguojan, to let's see here, Shakarwa, and then back to Kutnal. Yeah, frag cannons are, I mean, they aren't the greatest against shields. I mean, they're projectile weapons, they're kinetic. But, as my, you know, as Papa Stalin-chan used to say, quantity has a quality all its own. What's the jump range on my Chieftain? With full armor packs and everything, I can get up to 24 and a half, 24 and a quarter. I've got mine engineered, though. Everything on this ship is engineered. The only thing not engineered are the module reinforcement packs, because you can't engineer those.
Vectors. Interstellar velocity at maximum.
And I'm running heavy-duty armor on everything, and I'm also running
Key systems are at optimal levels, readying for exit.
Reactive armor. So I'm running the heavy stuff. There, that should give you a rundown of the Chieftain, the Taurus. And also, you can transfer that over to Coriolis and get a more detailed look.
Jumping to next system. Hyperspace velocity reach.
Don't do a ghost, it's a trick. Get an axe. You don't need to outrun the bear. I just need to outrun you.
All
yeah.
other systems are now at
Alright, Sansa, take care. Hope everything's good. Burgess Colony. You know, it starts to feel like I'm getting a reputation or something, because usually with these missions, I'd be drawing very conspicuous attention. And so far, nobody's been trying to murder me. It's a little disappointing in some ways. Alright, we're gonna miss the station, but, just roll around and use the gravity to slow us down. Oh, glad to hear it, Mr. Edgeworth. Gear down.
Lowering landing.
Why is there an orca here? I think he made a wrong turn at Albuquerque.
Twist!
Let's see here. Arcane XTV, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the crew, and hello. Yes, I do fly VR. Sorry about that. Needed a moment to parse the spelling there. Arcane XTV.
Incoming mission critical message.
And yeah, Sierra, I do fly VR, and I love it. I just don't fly VR when I'm streaming. Yet. Maybe I'll do that sometime on the weekend with a, smaller audience. I really don't want to be making viewers sick. Gear up.
Gear coming up.
Jump.
Understood. Course adjustment.
Saw your black hole video, saw you were streaming. Oh! Well, pull up a seat.
Key systems are at optimal levels.
Incoming mission critical message.
Time bonus. Bleh. Oh, it's 135 grand. Yay! Ah. It's the 7200 light second plant. Boo. Just got this game and it seems like a huge learning curve. Yes. It's more like a learning wall. A learning cliff. But no, we got, if you need a place to go, I mean, we've got our Discord too. If you type in !Discord, feel free to join, even if you don't want to join the Errantry Alliance. We got plenty of people willing to answer questions, help somebody out. It's a good place, kind of smooth out that curve a little bit. Company making face masks, gel, put in the fridge, stay cool for a couple hours. Oh, that sounds like luxury. Or at least it would have sounded like luxury last week. The local heat wave going around. Got so bad that we had to, well, for those unfamiliar, we had to take Hank, our, my Norwegian forest cat, spaceship cat, take him in for a haircut. Gave the little guy a lion cut.
Hello.
The Eric G, hello, welcome to the show. And Hank is around 18 pounds. He's a big guy. Yeah, you're kind of an ally pseudo-member. Alloy. But no, Hank is an 18-pound bowling ball Muppet hybrid. And, yeah, for those unfamiliar, he ended up blowing up my ship last week. How do you haircut a cat? Mild sedative? No, as far as I know, they didn't give him anything. No shot, nothing oral. They held him down and gave him scritches, and, no, he was a very good boy, and they got out the clippers and were very quick about it. But he got his revenge when he jumped up on my keyboard when I was 13,000 light years out and blew up my ship. Then the little bastard had the temerity to thump his tail on the on the screenshot key and document it. Ah, I'm proud of the little guy. I've raised a troll. Clippers must seem like a sonic scratching. That could be. That could be. I imagine... I don't know if they have any specialized clippers, like, you know, try to muffle the sound a little bit, because I imagine that would just be like nails on a chalkboard to a cat's ears. But no, apparently they needed a couple people to hold him, and not because he was trying to fight free, but because he kept trying to nose boop the groomer. He was like, oh, more human, more... Northema, hello, almost forgot the stream, no worries. No worries, we're always around. In some form or another. Legion of One, catch you later, take care, have a good weekend. Cat will look at you and done be like, put that back on me or I will smite thee. Sorry Hank, there's no putting this back on. Why can't we have nice things? Well, Eric G., the Adensu system is nearly up into expansion state again, 75%, and I'm not sure how. But here I am running missions for everybody else from Adensu, trying to bring their influence up to cool us down. Varad has a theory on it, and it's a pretty good theory. Actually, there's two theories going around. One of them is that we were turning in combat bonds there, which is possible. Two, that there were missions that Royal Phoenix Security or Royal Phoenix Corp or Royal Phoenix, whatever the hell they are, running missions and also, you know, buffing up Adensu while they were trying to bump up Aretas sector. Decided to try to land on a planet with the HOTAS. Perfect landing, no complaints. Excellent. Spent 10 minutes trying to escape the planet, get angry. Less good. Realize I didn't engage Super Cruise.
No!
People going back to Adensu to rearm. Yeah, that could be it too. I mean, I said turn in stuff at... anyway. We'll make an announcement again. Because somebody was saying, no, you can turn in combat bonds anywhere and they help out that system. No, they don't. Oh, well. Not mad about it. Just like, we dug ourselves into this, we can dig ourselves out. We just have to dig upward instead. It's not that hard to dig up, right? Galaxy map.
Galaxy map.
No, really. I would like to see the system map, please. Alright, who's gonna try to... Is anybody gonna try to interdict us? Please. Something. Gear up.
Gear coming up.
What am I doing boom time delivery for? So... Oh, Nacer, I'll get to that. Yeah, the further out it is from a body, and like, so if it's just out in like deep space or really far away, then you approach it faster, so it's got a longer distance to drop out. And Horrid Man, what you doing boom time delivery for? Okay, so the Adensu system, one of our stations.
Maximum velocity engaged.
Yeah, I've got a totally different setup, Mr. Headsworth.
Exit destination confirmed.
Totally different
Arrival
set of stick and throttle and pedals.
4, 3, 2, 1.
So, boom time delivery. The Adensu system for us is really high influence. Just saying, Repair Limpet didn't notify you went live. Oh, they're having more troubles again, aren't they? Again, so the Adensu system, really high influence. If you get to 75% influence, that triggers an expansion from that system. We're at something like 74.5. So what I'm trying to do is run influence for every other faction in the system and bring their influence up and bring ours down by expanding their pieces of the pie and shrinking ours a little bit. Because if we expand from a system that, well, we've mapped it out, and the Adensu system, we can't actually expand from there into any place that isn't held by somebody else or you know, in another player faction's sphere of influence. And we're trying not to go barging into other people's yards, basically. We just don't want to expand from there because it just turns into a great big mess if we're trying to then later unexpand. So basically we're trying to put out a fire. We're a little too hot, we have caught on fire, and now I am trying to throw the hose on it. Eli being uncharacteristically civil. Give him time. Give him time. Three-quarter impulse.
Three-quarter impulse engaged.
Yeah, background simulation is... It's one of those things, if you run a player group, that you're gonna have to learn... Yeah, it's an outpost. I'm not trying to come in around the planet. Yeah, if you run a player group, or if you want to be involved in a player group, learning about the background simulation and, you know, kind of how to help it's a good thing. There's a lot of plates you got to keep spinning. Let me get landed here. I can actually show a little bit of kind of what the daily routine is. Alright, we're good speed, and yeah, we'll be dropping down fairly soon here. Gear down.
Lowering gear.
Hope I don't ricochet off a light post here. Nope, we're good. I did overshoot slightly. Meh. Boom, data delivery, high influence. Alright. I tell a lie. I'm gonna get off the landing pad first, and then I will load it up. That way, if somebody else wants to park here, I'm not hogging the spot. Mr. Headsworth, does every hub or station have engineers? No. Let me load up here. Galaxy map.
Stellar cartography.
Engineers are only in these purple spots. The Kun system, Eurybia, Mean, Kuomaki, Muang, etc. These are... I have all of the engineers unlocked. And these are all of them, except for one down here in the Pleiades sector. The Pleiades cluster. That's Professor Palin. Best speed shop in human space. Okay, so here's a look at our faction. Errantry Alliance of Narvert. We've got presence in Adensu, Aretas Sector, Kapanen D, Kutanal, Narvert, Sanguojan, Theditic, and the Wang system. Here's our influence. 76.6% in Adensu. Click on Adensu. Here's the other factions. We're at 76%, 10%, 6, 3, 2, 1. We have an inordinately large amount of the pie. So if I can raise up everybody else's influence, our influence shrinks and we aren't going to expand out of this system. That would be a good thing. And then you look here, like, say, you want to keep your influence somewhere between, say, 40 and 60%, to be honest. We're doing really good in the Kutanal system. We went to war there when everybody was at, say, well, we were at 12% or so, and the faction we're at war with, HIP 6978 Company, they were at 12%. If you are within 5% of another faction's influence, you will go to war with them. You have a day or two to change that number to open up to beyond 5%. But if that period is over and you're at 5%, you're going to war. So, we're at 60% and they are at 1% now. So, well done, Errantry. Yeah, there's running up the score and then there's conquering the star system at the first go. Nicely done. And then there's the, let's see here, Royal Phoenix Corporation. They came into the system and they were at 18% and we were at 18%. We were looking at a war. So there was a little bit of... Why does that company keep letting us rent those gongs? I know, right? Keep beating everybody like a rented gong, in case you're wondering what that reference is. So now... we are, since we're out of the 5% cushion, they're about 10% ahead of us now. We are not going to go to war with them. Now, it looks like they're still running missions or... Oh. No, they're... Okay. So, if they don't do anything in the Aretas sector... Thank you, Firecats. If they don't do anything in Aretas sector, they're going to end up going to war with the Defense Party of Ahemes. Which... Okay. So yeah, there's juggling numbers, there's trying to keep numbers stable within the faction. You don't want to expand too much, because otherwise then you're a cancer, and other player groups, if you keep expanding into everybody else's territory, they may come and decide to chemo your ass. Or hit it with radiation. Or both. You don't want that. So the best approach is to be cautious, to have a plan. And also be diplomatic. Try to open up ties with that group on Inara. Yeah, UA bombing, that's another thing where you can hurt a faction by going out to the Pleiades or whatever, picking up Thargoid sensors, and then dropping them off at a station. Let's see here. There's things that can raise influence. Bounty hunting. Turning in for that faction will raise their influence a little bit. If they control the station, turning in for anybody will raise the influence. Serious security. I don't got a problem with you. You have nothing I want. Oh, good. Yeah, UA bombing is an especially dickish way to do things, because then it shuts down the station. You need to send things in to repair. How many missions does it take to raise influence by 1%?
Engaging now.
That's a very good question.
Key systems are at optimal levels.
And the reason that's a very good question is because I believe, now I could be wrong on this, but turning in data or just, you know, it depends on, yeah, as Ghost says, it depends on variety. It depends on population. It depends on how much influence you are giving that mission. The numbers are somewhat specifically obfuscated for reasons. Hampius, are you trying to say there's currently some kind of simulation going on in Elite that allows players to play at the corporation versus corporation level? Yeah, something like that. I want to say it's actually a step higher than Power Play. Power Play is a little bit more simplified version. This is much more juggling stuff around. That's not to say that Power Play is simplistic, just simplified compared to the background sim, in my opinion. Then again, I never had too much need for Power Play, so... Yeah, Power Play is largely reliant on the background sim. And who's this guy? The Pitiless Nightmare. He's rolling around on me. I think. No, he's not. Alright. Been away from Elite for quite some time. Lack knowledge of what's been changed over the last few months. Oh, this has been going on for a couple of years. But yeah, you can kind of create your own corporation or group right now. By which I mean, and I'm not even going to attempt to land here yet. So let's go back to Inara. Okay, so let's go to the Narvert system. So what I did was I asked Frontier, hey, can we would like to make a player group. And they said, okay, what's it called? And I told them. And then I said we would also like to put a minor NPC faction into the game that we could support. And they asked me about that too. And basically the Errantry Alliance of Narvert, which is the player group and the minor faction at the same time. So we don't actually get to... if somebody were to scan my ship, they would not see I was associated with Errantry Alliance, other than by the ship name, EAS, Errantry Alliance ship. But we have a very, since we're a player group, since we're invested in this group like it is ours, we buff it up, we move things around, we try to move the influence and the system states into a way that moves this up as if we were more directly tied to it. That's the best way I can put to describe it. We are basically a player group role-playing a group that we put in. Not sure if I described that well, but there you go. We don't have direct control over the NPC faction. We can only steer it around and hope that, hope that other agents aren't working against us. Either overtly, covertly, or accidentally. Correct. It's not something like a true corporation from Eve. Convoluted but comprehensive. Now, hopefully with the Squadrons update coming up, that we'll see what happens for changes. What kind of current player population is at the moment in Elite? Oh boy. 4 to 6, yeah, thank you, Ghost. 4 to 6,000 roughly. Ah, but that's only computer, that's only PC. You see, you can track numbers through Steam, but that's only for people that bought through Steam. I don't actually show up on the Steam tracker for players. Because I I bought this through Frontier's store. I used their native installer rather than Steam. So that's another set of complication on top of things. Massacre, massacre, massacre. Wartime target scan. Ho ho. 7420.
For thousands of years I lay dormant. Who has disturbed my...
Hey, best buddy.
Oh, it's you.
It's been a crate 4 months.
The Eric G, thank you so much for 4 months. The Prime sub there. Now get out. But no, thank you so much. And yeah, some spaceship cows into the chat for him, please. Despite my yeah. Despite my better judgment. Ooh, 10 million. Unfortunately, I don't have 180 tons of cargo space on this ship. Oh, well, mustn't complain. Galaxy map?
Galaxy map.
Anyway, all that brings us back to the Adensu system, which is currently over the threshold for expansion. Now, we're at war at the moment in the Kutnal system, so we don't get to expand. However, if it's still at the expansion threshold after the war has ended and a grace period, I think, of 3 days has ended, we will expand. I don't want that. Because we'll be expanding into another player group space. And as I've said before, I mean, you don't go knocking down the fence to build an extension onto your house into the neighbor's yard. Engineering my keel back is going to be guts here. Knows a better ship for smuggling? Honestly, I am in love with the Alliance Challenger. Ghost Tracker, that is a beautiful smuggling ship for me. Hampius, do you have any pictures of the whole battle station? You know?
Exit destination
I might.
confirmed.
Give me a second.
Arrival
here.
in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, give me a second here, get away from the star, etc., etc. Three-quarter impulse.
Three-quarter impulse.
Uh-oh, Ray, why the shutter? What did I do? So this is an older picture. This is a few months old. We've cleaned up the wiring quite a bit. Cleaned up the wiring, gotten some things taken care of. Actually modified some of the equipment now. But this is my station and my wife's, Commander Niao. We do side-by-side flying, a little bit of multi-crew exploration. It works multi-crew exploration works great if you are right next to the person and you have a shared network drive for your pilot files. Other than that, multi-crew exploration at the moment is made of sadness. So yeah, we've got side-by-side seating. She can multi-crew with Mia. I can ride with her. Fun for all. 2 cats, actually. See if you can spot the stealth Hank. But no, originally, Hampius, it was just the one seat. It was mine. Mine is the far one. I picked up a a flight seat from Volair Sim. Put it together. Picked up a TV on super discount over the holidays because it was last year's model. Oh no. Picked it up, put that on the stand. I already had a dual monitor set up. Turned those into the wing monitors. Niao gets home. She looks at me. She looks at the setup. She looks at me. And she said the most glorious thing I have ever heard. I'm furious, but only because I don't have one. So, another order, another big package to get shipped, another set of construction, and yeah. The keyboard tray on the Volair Sim chair, I will say, is not great. I ended up picking up I picked up a gas lift monitor arm that and then I found a keyboard tray with a Visa bolt pattern on it. So now I've got a gas lift, a swing out, swing in monitor arm. I can change the height, change orientation, whatever. So I can use this for first-person shooter gaming. I can use it for actual work and typing. Times I miss having a CRT, otherwise known as the self-heating cat bed. Also the self-immolating cat bed if enough cat hair gets down there. So yeah, I redid the keyboard mount, but other than that, everything is pretty good. Yeah, I don't miss CRTs at all. Helping a friend move. This was in the era of HD, but not flat panels. So he had a 30-inch HD CRT. Widescreen. And we had to move that down. We had to move that down a narrow flight of stairs. I told him the next time, leave it. Leave it when you move. I don't care. I will buy you a new damn TV. Oh yeah, by the end of it, I was about... I was afraid my knees were going to just collapse and telescope into my armpits. It was bad. Oh, it was... Yeah, let's not. Assassinate Pirate Lord. Fariska. Sanguojin. You know what? Just because. That's very high reputation. Unfortunately, I don't need rep. I need IMF. Now, who's that going to? MS Alliance? Yeah, we'll run that. Imp, same place, goes to Air Entry Alliance. Why not? Missed the CRTs, but not the bubble screens. I had a glorious flat screen CRT I only stopped using because one of the colors in it broke. Yeah, we stopped using ours when I realized I was tired of moving around 200 pounds of weight. You know, things. The Didic, high influence, yeah. Not to the Basing system. Remove prison convict, no. Hip 5881, that's to Calais Port, sure, why not? Sanguojin, sure. Yeah. And one more here. It's impressive how much power a large and bright CRT consumed and how quickly that broke even with, yeah. Yep. Oh, Sorry about that, Ghost. I hate to hear when that happens. Just out of the blue, just for fun. Well, as my dad was fond of saying, people, don't you hate them? Canon D, Sanguojan, it's all generals. Alright. Well, we're good to go. We got at least one combat mission in here, and hopefully get some more fun going. Go to Aretas first. Gear up.
Landing gear. Wait.
So one thing I do like about Aretas Sector, this particular Aretas Sector, because I'm tired of reading off that big alphanumeric string. Beautiful starport on the planet. It's amazing. I love the big circular cities. Cities. Almost looks like Atlantis from Stargate Atlantis.
Hyperspace velocity reached.
Not Atlantis. There
Exit
you go.
Destination
You.
confirmed.
I like
Arrival
you.
in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Incoming mission critical message.
Alright, and both things are going to Whale Reach, which is not actually the really nice city, but that's just a pile of landing pads on the ground that somebody just kind of scattered all over the place. So you don't get to see the really cool city.
Temperature critical.
Take my word for it, though. Looks great. And Ghost, I don't know. I mean, you look at it, you look at the... I would say not. It is technically a... You know, technically you did a no-no. But it's really hard to accept that sometimes when somebody just comes screaming out of nowhere just to kill you at random because... I'm gonna have to officially step out of this. Step out of that particular judgment. I wear many hats, and they are in opposition to each other on this. And a decent planetary approach, too, right on the line. Gear down.
The landing gear is down and locked.
Eli, you are being very civil, and it's scaring the hell out of me, to be honest. Usually he'll say things like, wheels down, safe to land unless you're ground crew, or glad you remembered this time. Snide little SOB that he is. So no, with Eli being civil, it's a trick. Get an axe. And wait a minute. One of the payouts for that mission, you can't see me, but I am heavily sarcastic on payout, was 24 tons of bio-waste. That's a reward? Oh, Claudia Black is a female version of Eli? Oh, that would be... yeah, that'd be hilarious. And terrifying. It'd be hilarious. Yeah, we pay you in shit. Look. Silas, get your shit together and don't do that. Get your shit together and get your shit out of here. I mean, yes, he will also pay in large amounts of cash, which is nice. Maybe he's just mad that we wrecked the local economy. You see, we've been doing... There's a night crew on the Errantry Discord, and they run a lot of missions with a lot of the wing transport missions. Yeah, do I look like a farmer to you, Eli? Or to a farmer to you, Silas? But, yeah. So, the night crew has been doing amazing jobs hauling gold, silver, I think platinum, I can't remember, either platinum or palladium, the one you can actually buy. And unfortunately, we have cleaned out every bit of gold in, what, a 30, 60 light year radius, something like that? And Mr. Headsworth, you face planted into the ground. That's a landing. We call that the Launchpad McQuack landing. Indite, Bertrandite, gold, silver. Thank you, Eric G. Yeah. I was a farmer at one point. Well, raised on a farm. I don't know if you could ever consider me a farmer. I drove heavy equipment. Okay, yes, I did do farming. I worked with livestock, I raised livestock, I moved heavy equipment from here to there. Occasionally in a field. And there we go, the Thundering Bandit. Locked on, and... yep, they're coming around on me. Mission target, dangerous, Federal Corvette. Balance. Balance.
Awaiting further instructions.
Target power plant.
Target locked.
And your chaff. Your chaff holds no power over me. Shield cell? Nope. Railgun says no to your shield cell.
Incoming mission critical message. Under attack. Cargo scoop deployed.
Thermic alloys, don't mind if I do. I mean, if I was just doing this for cash and fun, I'd be stacking up multiples of these assassinations in one system, because sometimes they will drop down simultaneously. And that's just all kinds of fun, because then you're in a, you know, 2- or 3-way, or sometimes a 4-way fight. And they will occasionally open fire on each other, because everybody wants you dead. So it really turns into a case that lets you, me, and him fight. Also, scooping on a chieftain, beautiful.
Cargo scoop retracted.
A little late. We're on our way in hurting the 30 to 60 light-year station economies. Haven't we done enough evil? Stop, stop, he's already dead.
More killing! More violence!
Ray, working on it. Unfortunately, I gotta be, you know, something of a responsible adult here. Theoretically. And, Darkroom, need to try one of these missions with my Challenger build. What do you got, if you don't mind my asking? But yeah, usually for these assassinations, if you see an NPC, and quite often in a chieftain around here. Chieftain. Corvette. So many ship names starting with C. Chieftain, Challenger, Courier, Cutter, Corvette. Clipper. Enough with the C names. Crusader! Yes, the Crusader apparently coming soon. Crate, which, okay, doesn't start with a C, but it's got the same sound. Conda. You're not wrong. And before we get the Imperial Cruiser, Keelback. That's not a ship. That's 45 meters of bad decisions. Maybe if they made a Keelback Mark IV. Well, sorry, I had to fight back my gag reflex there. I will say this about the Cobra Mark IV. A Cobra Mark IV is a spectacular mining ship. I mean, it's a good starting mining ship. If you want to get into, you know, mining early on, go with the Cobra IV, which is why it is so baffling to me that Frontier made it a limited time release ship. Gear down.
Gear down.
If you look at the module placement, the compartment size in a Cobra IV, it's perfect for low intensity mining, low level mining. Yes, early backers do deserve something. However, there is the problem that the Cobra Mark IV for early backers, by the time you got it, you had already outgrown the Cobra Mark IV. That's true, Ray. The distributor does run out of gas real quick. Oh yes, a Python is better in every way except cost. No, listen to the words I am saying. Starting mining ship. Oh, the Gold Gang. Congratulations. I am actually not a hated enemy. Cost is relative. I have 2 billion credits. Well, hooray, Mr. Fancy Pants. I'd like a Mark II Cobra, miniature, but the same hardpoints and faster. Torbach. That's the crate. Same hardpoints, faster, and not as big. Shorten the wingspan on the Clipper. Now that's an idea. Kind of like that. Galaxy map.
Choose somewhere interesting this time, please. Leaving system.
Clipper needs another size 2 under the nose.
Checking system.
Tell you what, another benefit of drawing the Clipper's wings in, clipping the wings, would be that you'd get those large hardpoints that weren't scattered out over 2 different area codes.
Now.
Incoming mission critical message.
Seriously, the Clipper's hardpoints are the most infuriating thing about that ship. Did I have a hard time finding the point? What do you mean, Ray? Problem is, I've been going over multiple conversations here. Unless that's a hard point pun, in which case... Why? Yeah, you have to use gimbals. I tried fixed shooting it. Yeah, they don't... There's zero convergence on those guns. Now, usually I'm a gimbal man. I mean, look at my, look at the frags I got set up here. But I don't like being 100% reliant on them. I mean, I like having the option of choice, I guess. Oh, I was yawing and rolling pretty hard there. Yeah, I was checking the map. I was checking chat. Yeah. Wish you could turn off flight assist in Super Cruise. Oh yes, because then having an FTL projectile wouldn't be bad in any possible way. Have you seen the trouble I have flying with flight assist off in normal space? They used to have flight assist off Super Cruise. Oh god, I almost forgot about that, I think. If I have, I think... Yeah, I think my brain actually blacked that out. Oh god, Ghost. Yeah. You made it to 6 billion in assets 2 days ago. How much am I running here for mine? Just I'm not trying to do an EP measuring contest here. I'm just really curious all of a sudden. To do balance. No shifts. Yeah, I'm happy enough with what I got. Torbach, you are so wrong. It's funny.
Fine.
You are not ninjaing my parking spot. Damn it, he is ninja-ing my parking spot. 6 billion in assets, not 6 billion asses. Ah, that would be Reddit. Damn you and your lack of wanted status preventing me from blowing you up. Damn you, moral code, for not allowing me to blow up somebody who isn't wanted. I need more of an immoral code. Lights on.
Lights on.
You know, if I manage this right. Yeah, now he's just kind of turning it into... Look, buddy. I love how the computer has perfect aim at all times and hyper-reactive reflexes. But nope, this is just kind of do. Buddy, I am gonna beat you until candy comes out. Oh, and the infinite ammo, right. And the infinite shield cell banks. Which, apparently they do feel heat. They just don't care. You should just have a day where you say, yep, that's it. Everyone dies. Ah, yes, and the magical chaff. I forgot about that one, Delgarian. Good one, yes. NPCs.
Okay. Fine. Okay.
Gear down.
Down and locked.
I realize I'm facing the wrong way. However... Ah, damn it. My gear didn't come up in time. Or come down in time. I was going to be able to pull off a landing there. I've done it before. Oh, Eli's just being very Eli. But no, if you can get the docking just right, if you get the timing just right on it, drop your gear, you can go in and actually set down on the pad before it resets. Massacre, massacre, massacre. Deserter. Nah. Have you ever done one of the boom deliveries? It's like deliver 6,000 tons of something? Yep. I've done that. That's the wing delivery where you can get up to 4 people. And I've been on wings with something like 1 Imperial Cutter and 3 Type 9s. We deliver. We deliver very quickly. Galaxy map.
Displaying map.
Really interesting habit of going into the hangar. Too many canopy blowouts. Gear up.
Landing gear retracted.
Sometimes, well, yeah, when I drop down into the... Sometimes, well, let me back up because I'm trying to say 5 different things at once. 1, I've had a few canopy blowouts. 2, I can be scanned while on the pad, and I have had ships shoot me up while I'm sitting on the pad. Good luck getting through the armored deck, though. 3, I figure I may as well, you know, yeah, a few. 3, I'm gonna get dropped down into the pad anyway and then rolled around, so I may as well drop down while I'm there, and then I can poke around through the mission board. It seems like it's a faster
Interstellar
launch.
travel mode engaging now.
Aren't ships invincible on the pad?
All systems check out.
Only if they're
Elemental
NPCs?
activity.
Incoming mission critical message.
But no, ships can be destroyed on the pad. There used to be a problem of falling skimmers, and I don't know if that's still a problem or not. But skimmers would actually fall out of the sky and land on your ship and basically destroy it. Rocks fall, everyone dies. Yeah, the skimmer bugs. This guy knows what I'm talking about. It's not a problem anymore, but I got hit by one of them in my beluga. Yeah, the bug has been solved, but it did show that, yes, you can actually be killed. FDev, we don't need beta testers. No, FDev, where you can pay to be a beta tester. Yeah, if you make contact with a skimmer, it knocks your shields all the way out. Doesn't matter if you've got a, you know, if you've got a class 1E shield or a class 24 quadruple Z, whatever. You could have, you know, 50 megajoules or 5,000. One skimmer will knock it out and knock out your controls for, what, 5-10 seconds, something like that? And if you're in a gravity well and that happens, well, well, well. Not to mention the damage they do. Alright, what are the odds of me overshooting this station? Oh yeah, that's another thing that NPCs get an advantage on. Our ships can't actually scan ground targets. If we want to scan a skimmer, we have to do it from an SRV. We also cannot lock onto SRV targets in a ship. However, the computer, the NPCs, they can lock onto your SRV from maximum range and start raining missiles, railguns, and plasma cannons down like they are going out of business. Like they are running a massive clearance sale on plasma ammo, and somebody decided to stock up. Another thing that just... one of those things, like the double standard. I mean, the fact is, Frontier relies a lot on a cheating computer. Copy 1-5. Gear down.
Deploying gear.
Haven't seen the Capacondas shooting plasma all the time now? Yeah, only some of the time. All NPCs in combat zones tend to have missiles now. Well, there's a reason you get, what, 1,000 ammo or 10,000 ammo on a point defense cannon? Yeah, been hit so many times they don't even apologize, but if I hit them... Another thing, yeah. The whole friendly fire bug. Gear up.
Landing gear retract.
Right. Copy, tower. Depart quickly. Can do. Oh, God. Good thing NPCs don't use never-ending torpedoes. Torbach? Do you remember the days of the weapon bug?
Vectors.
It's right after the engineers were introduced. And something got cross-wired in the code for the NPCs because at the same time, they were trying out new AI. Well, something got screwed up in there. So you ended up with things like multi-cannon railguns, yes, or beam railguns. All the damage of a railgun on a gimbaled beam laser. Or the plasma beam. That was a fun one. But no, it was railgun shots so fast it looked like a constant beam. Thankfully, I was out exploring Sag-A when the engineers came out. Yep. 24,000 light years is a, yeah, 24,000 light years is a nice place this time of year. Fortunately, they got that sorted out. And I remember gaming magazines and sites at the time were like, oh, the code for Elite is so advanced that it actually, that it actually evolved and worked in ways it didn't expect. No, that's called a bug. Nothing evolved. Nothing adapted. No, the AI didn't decide to cheat. The AI was just coded badly. FDev recreated the Guardian AI. Yeah, this was written, like, by Forbes. So, well, people that usually... These are people that go, oh, yes, the internet and devices. Kids have devices, right? Right, I don't need to actually orbit around. I can just beeline for this thing. Yes, the devices and the things and the internet and the whatnots. The widgets. Is there a lot of cockpit view in the Chieftain? There is. It's a Lakon canopy. That's the good news and the bad news. However, in a astonishing turn of events, Frontier actually buffed a thing. And they buffed the canopy on the Chieftain, and presumably the Challenger as well. A couple of module reinforcement packs also help. I haven't had a canopy blow out in this thing in quite a while. Also, the co-pilot seat in back is really nice too.
Okay.
The Cruel Demon. Competent. Clean. Really? Can you engineer life support? No, you cannot. However, what you can do with synthesis... You can synthesize more life support. You can refill your life support on the fly. I've got a few reloads available just in case. I mean, yeah, you can engineer it for reinforcement or lightweight, but you cannot engineer it for longer times. Curious how iron and nickel equal oxygen. Oxides, maybe some kind of degradation. This guy's running a little hot if his heat vents are already active. Alright, let's see if I can get a proper landing here.
Fine. Okay.
There we go. Right. You can store materials and data and, you know, manufactured raw materials, etc. Those have, yeah, like Delgarian says. Commodities you have to store in your hold. Materials are a different thing that go into a bunch of storage lockers or something. I don't know. We just hide all that material in your remlock. Is that 30 tons of, is that 30 units of polonium in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me? I really hope it's just me happy to see you, otherwise we have a problem. Get out. I can't! To do... Oh, to that poor SOB flying to the bossing system. You have my sympathies. Who is that? Master 10. Oh, enjoy your flight. No, Mr. Headsworth. This is also for engineering. These are all the engineering materials, too. You don't have to put them in your hold. You just got them in storage. Gear up.
Gear coming up.
I did think about what I've done, and I'm sorry I called it polonium when I should have used bolonium. That would have been more, innuendo-like.
Jumping to next system. Frame shift now engaged. Scanning for anomalies, none detected.
To be it. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the crew. So... Ghost, I am... I don't know what to say. I am actually speechless. And being paid to talk, that's not a good thing. Well... done... maybe? Question mark? Your crates and barrels... You know what? I'm seeing more and more to this idea of just, saying screw it and open fire on everybody. Just announce a day, you know, a little bit... Just announce a day in advance. Oh, by the way, everybody on the stream, Moo has gone nuts. He may just, you know... There's a crate punter. There's a crate punter. He might be going a little, trigger happy. You might want to steer clear. Yep, everybody that's made a crate pun, watch out. Gear down.
Lowering gear.
Do I get a special spot on the hit list? You get a spot. Your punning at least is varied, and you didn't run the crate thing into the ground. Excuse me. Your punning is free range. Ooh, grade 4 mats. 5 of them or... always go for the mats, I think. The Purge? Yeah, I'm kinda going that way. You know, with less goofiness. Or maybe more goofiness. Breathe in. Bullshit out. I love you people. I mean, don't get me wrong, I also hate the hell out of you people sometimes, but... No, I love you all. Ooh, high influence. Alright. Probably the last mission, because that much payout, it's probably gonna put us out on the ass end of nowhere. Gear up.
Gear coming up.
And again, for anybody new here, you can do planetary scan missions with certain ships without needing an SRV. And let me tell you what, it makes things a whole lot easier because, you know what, there's a lot of ships that are, there's a lot of people that are more than willing to take pot shots from the sky at an SRV, but not as many people willing to take pot shots at me when there's a chieftain just hovering down over the base.
For thousands of years I lay dormant. Who has disturbed my...
Hey, best buddy?
Oh, it's you.
Reverse Ninja, thank you so much. 3 months resub.
All systems check out. No
The
one.
more of him there are, the more powerful he is.
Incoming mission critical message.
Hello.
Hey Dazzy, what's the good word?
Mission critical message.
Alright, now we get to find out, okay, how far away are we going here? 16,000 light seconds. I can live with that. Delgarian. Tried to scan a surface node with my Challenger, couldn't lock onto it. Challenger and Chieftain have identical cockpits, so, and I've done scans with both. You have to get very, very close. I'll show you as we get in on approach here. Just grinded for 1.6 million after losing my crate in a mission. Oh no. Ships. Plural. Yeah, you gotta get... That's one of the other reasons that my, my smuggling ship is called the Indecent Proposal. It tends to violate personal space a little bit. Actually, shoot. Here you go. Again, I just love the reviews on this book. Fastest way to earn money, which is low risk. If you have some friends who want to do a wing cargo mission, there's that. Otherwise, low risk, I would say... I mean, it depends on your definition of low risk. I would say bounty hunting in high-intensity resource sites is low risk if you just snipe from the cops. Road to Riches is low risk. Yeah, things of that nature. One of my favorite reviews on that book is, why is there no Kindle edition? Seeing as there's a huge ship bearing down on me right now, I really wish I could... cut off. Yeah, Road to Riches is the lowest risk with a decent amount of payout. Actually, to be honest, a quite good payout. You know, honk the foghorn and then go in and use a detailed scanner. But no, 16,000 light seconds. I was worried this was going to be putting me out at like 130. But I was like, you know what? The influence is good. We can drop ourselves down a little bit. Another thing, if you are going to be running your own faction, try to keep... Don't run your own faction to the, you know, to the detriment of others. Try to keep a healthy ecosystem going. I've killed a lot of people. But yeah, keep a healthy ecosystem going. Keep the other system factions. I mean, yeah, stay... excuse me. Stay above them a little bit, but... don't, like, drive them down into the single digits. Try to keep your other factions happy. And yes, hydrate. Doing so, Ray. I've got my water bottle right here next to me. Go flying past the main planet. Use a little bit of gravity braking here. Just a little. And we should have a search zone pop up. I said we should have a search zone pop up. Just like that. Approach angle is good. Speed is good. Oh, some nice canyons here for flying. Somehow, I doubt the installation is going to be down that canyon. Just call me silly. Engines. .13G, okay, nothing major there. I'll be darned, there it was, and we just somehow missed it coming in. Also, Cobra 3. Oh, this isn't even fair. And again, who the hell wants a fair fight?
Outstanding.
Incoming mission critical message. Trespass zone cleared. Bounty incurred.
1,500 credit bounty. Impressive. Mr. Headsworth, there were most likely multiple rare artworks. Good news is, you should be able to go back to that system and maybe, you know, pick up the rest.
Incoming mission critical message.
Frame shift now engaged.
Yeah, this frag build, it is not good for long-term combat.
Scanning for anomalies, none detected.
But it's good enough for 3 or 4 ships. Well, 3 or 4 super heavies. I can stretch out the ammunition a little bit on ships like that. You used a mag for a harmless Cobra? I like being sure. Use up 1 mag per ship. If it needs more, wait for the reload. If it doesn't, well... well, as, I believe it's Maxim 37 of the Maxims of Maximally Effective Mercenaries. There is no such thing as overkill. There is only open fire and reload. Why didn't I ram? Eh. Ammo is cheaper? I mean, given the time investment of killing a grounded Cobra, and all the ways that can go wrong, you know, like slamming into the ground at full speed, I figured, you know what? It's slightly more expensive in terms of ammunition, but much less expensive in terms of time. My time is valuable. Turns out he was somewhat valuable too at 7,500 credits. The Pilots Federation. We know the value of human life, and thus what to charge for ending it. Lakon Kilo Yankee Lima request docking clearance.
Kilo Yankee Lima, you may access this station by submitting a prior request. Approval granted. Please make your way to landing pad 03.
Pad 3.
6 o'clock far.
Gear down.
Glad you remembered this time.
There's the Eli I remember and know and... well, can't exactly love. What's the opposite word? Oh yeah, detest.
Check the wide array of services we offer and enjoy your stay at our facilities.
Alright, let's scrub this fine off the ship.
Enjoy your stay at our facility, Commander.
Wonder when, if they'll give us a Karina preview. Another Kovas setup. Oh wait, no, Karina. That's Marina Sirtis, isn't it? Sorry, Mr. Headsworth. I think you may have failed. At least in that mission. Planetary scan job, high influence, thank you very much. 145 grand, so... you know, what's... 1,500 is pocket change. Influence, rep. More inf. KCVC 2-20. Huh. I'll take that one for later. Yeah, you need to find the signal source again. You do have to do that, Mr. Headsworth. Assassinate deserter, meh.
Docking bay access.
If I'm gonna kill somebody,
Please keep the airlock.
it's gonna be somebody for being a jerk, not for running away from a fight. Yes, a jerk. Oh, I am strong with the harsh language today, aren't I? Yeah, 1500 is a fighter. 1500, I can shake that out of the couch cushions. No, really, I went into a high G maneuver and my billfold fell out.
Services at the starport are constantly being updated. Remember to visit.
I don't know what's up with this, but yeah, apparently Silas wants high influence stuff for that. Well, Silas ain't getting that. Apparently it was a big deal. Limited time frame personalized response promo. Oh, okay. That is a big deal. I wasn't aware of that part, Eric.
This facility offers a range of services. Check your information panel after
Let's
docking
see.
for more details.
We control the system, so I don't want to do anything to buff it up anymore. Oh, what are we looking at for numbers? 76% still. Well, hopefully that'll come down a little bit, but everybody else here, 2%, 10%, 6%, 1%. A Densu first. Well, they're number one, I guess. And then us at 76%. If you are running a player faction, don't let this happen. This is just unhealthy.
Drop the access corridor during arrival or departure.
Although Silas is not the best administrator, I will give you that. The number of times I've done an assassination mission, and I will come back and Silas will go, funny story, that was actually the wrong target. I am ready to toss your ass out an airlock. Silas looks pleased. Silas looks smug all the time. I mean, yes, he's offering to pay us bio-waste for missions. So apparently he's got, yeah, he's got something going on. Anyway, that's enough background sim for today, I think. And unfortunately, I'm going to have to cut it off a little bit early today. Got a whole lot of real-world stuff needs taken care of because reasons. Yes, a classy man. He has no need for shit. Well, I got no need for his shit. So I don't know how classy a man is when he starts paying you in poop. Sounds to me like the opposite of classy.
This is a message
Anyway.
to all commanders. Please reduce your speed.
Oh, gonna have to get going here, but I will be back on Monday. And you know what? Maybe we will do a weekend stream. I keep saying that. I really want to do it. Just gotta find time sometime. Always the case. That's alright. Somebody's gotta deal with it. That's true. Thank you all for coming out. Thank you all for chatting it up with me, spending your time with me. Greatly appreciated. Always a pleasure. Oh, take care. Have a good one. Let's see where we can go to bother somebody else now. Let's see.
Please follow standard operating procedures and request docking permission before entering the starport.
Ooh, Malik is on. Who else? Let's see here. Yeah, let's go over and bother Malik. He's a streamer who really knows how to do well with VR. So yeah, take care, everybody. Have a good weekend. Fly safe. If you can't fly safe, fly dangerous. If you can't fly safe or fly dangerous, well, get a few million credits bounty on your head and then see how it shakes out. Take care, everybody. Have a good one, and I will see you all real soon. There we go. Later, all.